Hello everyone, GuardianE here with another live reaction and first impression video for Fire Emblem Heroes, and tonight we are getting the reveal of the next set of special heroes or seasonals in the game. And of course we are expecting, on theme from last year, to get the ninja banner returning, and we do have the silhouettes here, which are pretty obviously, Corrin is a dead ringer. I think male Corrin is definitely a shoo-in. The second silhouette really does look like Shamir. I think it potentially could be some other people, but I think the safe bets really are Corrin and Shamir. So if it is going to be more Three Houses and it is going to be Fates, who else could we get on the banner? Obviously, Catherine is, they're two peas in a pod, Shamir and Catherine, so maybe we would get a Catherine. I would love to see a Petra seasonal. I've been wanting a Petra seasonal forever, so getting a Petra ninja would actually be really fitting. And she would look fantastic, so I would definitely like that. On the Fate side of things, if they are going to give us more Fates, I'm going to go with a safe bet on Royals. If they're going to go Royals, I would think they would venture towards going with Nor representation, just because Hoshido already has ninjas, so it might just be more interesting to have Norian ninjas included. So my guess is going to be Leo, because he's like the least represented Fates Royal in Fire Emblem Heroes, so that's what I'm going to go with. I will just briefly mention that if you do enjoy the content that we put out and would like to support the channel, please consider subscribing, leaving a like down below, and leaving a comment down below. With that, let's jump into the trailer blind right now. Alright, we've got the trailer pulled up here. Let's get into it. Okay. Sneaking with Ninja Mystique. Special heroes to battle. And... oh my god, it's Igrene, Ninja of Nabata? Holy crap, Kaboon, please. Oh my god, she looks amazing. She's a flying dagger unit. That's the best. That's amazing. How are they going to top this? She looks so good. I can't believe they added, not only did they add an alt of Igrene, but they brought Kaboon back to do the art. She looks so good. Yeah, okay, Sharptongue Ninja, yeah. Yeah, so we've got Shinon too. That's cool. He looks pretty great. He's got a he's a red bow user. He let's see. Oh, of course he's got Deadeye. Another source of Deadeye is always a good thing. Oh, I'm still reeling from that Igrene. Okay, so Daylight Ninja Act. That's actually, it's an interesting new take on the art for Corrin. He looks good, I gotta say. So Infantry Lancer. So he's going to have a Naginata. He does look like he is going to be the 4-star special unit of the banner. Oh, I love that special art with the clouds. Or the, yeah, no, it's really nice. Oh, wow, female, wow, okay, Nightfall Ninja, I was way off. We've got Sencha doing the art for another female Corrin. And then, of course, we've got Elise as well. Ninjutsu Scrolls, attack speed push 4, Far Trace. Interesting, so really not Three Houses. I mean, no other Three Houses units besides, well, I guess we'll see. Because I'm thinking that silhouette looked a lot like Shamir, and we haven't seen that silhouette represented in any of the art just yet. So she's going to be a cavalry unit. That's interesting. Green Tome Cavalry for this female Corrin. Wow, a Kaboon and Sencha banner? That is, like, ridiculous. Ninja Training Paralog Story. They really pulled out all the stops with this one. Let's see. That looks like Shamir to me. So, Green Axe unit is who we're going to get for free. And whoever that is, we will be getting them for free through the Tempest Trials. Okay, so starting on the 5th and going for an entire month, we have Ninjas, Ninja Training, the new seasonal banner. It is going to be even color distribution. The duo unit is going to be green on this one. And of course, the 4-star hero is going to, in fact, be Corrin, who has Special Spiral available on the B slot, as I saw. So I was wrong. No Three Houses representation on this banner or through the event, unless Shamir is in fact the free unit, which it looked like she was. And I was also way off that Leo was going to be getting an alt. Why would Leo get an alt, right? So we're getting Elise and Corrin as a duo unit. So that's very, very intriguing and interesting here. Alright, well let's rewind, take a closer look at the skills, take a closer look at the art, to see if this is a banner that I ultimately think is worth pulling for. But I can tell you right now, I'm going to be pulling for Igrene without question. So, but let's take a look. Okay, Ninja of Nabata, Igrene. So it does look like she's going to be a flying dagger unit, which is a nice change up from her original incarnation as a red infantry bow unit. And that art is just incredible. It's so good. I mean, her original outfit has a lot of those trademark kunoichi aesthetics to them, like the sort of the slim fit, the silky fabric, the front flap, the breathable design, the leggings. And Kaboom just adapted it brilliantly here. You have the sandals, you have the thigh-high leggings, with you can actually see the visible red lining, which is a really nice touch at the top. She has a snug fit little thigh strap that just wraps around the leg there, kind of acts as a holster for the rest of her kunai. She's showing off one of the kunai in her hand. It looks like it has an interesting etched design on it, pretty ornate. Love the asymmetrical arm guards, really, really cool. Love the headband, like the long flowing scarf. That leather armor that cinches at the waist to just accentuate her hourglass figure. She has one hand on her hip and she's showing us this self-assured but gentle smile. It is interesting to note that the blade behind her does look to be of Western design, I think, based upon first impressions here. But yeah, beautiful colors, beautiful lighting, beautiful shading. I mean, just look at the glossiness of her gorgeous blonde hair, the shading on her smooth and soft bronze skin, the lighting that just accentuates her decadent curves and generous proportions. This one is a knockout. I mean, Igrene looks absolutely fantastic in this ninja garb. Here's hoping that her kit matches her art. So, I mean, I can already see she has huge range, which is what I like to see. So, alright, so she's going to have her own unique weapon, Nabata Kunai, 9 might, it's colorless dagger, grants B +4, inflicts defense res -4, okay, if unit initiates combat, unit attacks twice. Okay, so it's a brave dagger. Gotcha. Unit can move to a space within 2 spaces of an ally within 2 spaces, so she has the Halloween Noe Refine built in, so she has huge range as a brave weapon. Has it as a dagger, so she's going to have the Dagger 7 effect, which is essentially the standard debuff on it. That's solid. I mean, so that is going to probably be the theme of this year's ninja weapons. That is actually in line with last year's ninja weapons, where they were brave offensive weapons meant for quadding, essentially, and then, you know, a boost to speed but taking a hit on the defenses. I like the increased mobility a lot. That has a lot of built-in utility and performance on the battlefield, so I think that's great. Luna for the special, C dual flying 4. Okay, so the tier 4 of colorless dual flying. That's actually very interesting. Okay, and then speed, defense, rain 3 for the C slot. The rain skills are very good. This is going to help her quad and do more damage as well. Going to give her bigger speed and defense differential on the enemy. So Igrene's kit is solid. Her being a flying colorless dagger unit and a brave dagger unit at that, of course, begs the comparison to Duo Lin, right? And unfortunately, I think Duo Lin just has so much going for her here. The one thing that sets Igrene apart, of course, is the fact that she has this increased mobility, which I do think is important, an important distinction in general. But at the end of the day, there's nothing really mind-blowing about the kit other than that. But I think that she's going to do fairly well in general. Just being having a Brave Dagger effect is pretty darn rare. And she's going to be able to quad, and that mobility is really not something to be understated. But the reality is that I think that at the end of the day, she's solid, but definitely not mind-blowing. Well, not mind-blowing from the kit perspective, but the art is a different story entirely. This special art is so good. Love the golden splash effect that matches her hair and her scarf. You even have a little bit of a cloud-like vortex from the force of the kunai being thrown. I mean, naturally, this angle offers a generous look at her gorgeous figure that can't be understated. She looks fierce here. I love the expression on her face. I love the dynamic lighting. It's just fantastic. Really fantastic. The actual art for the actual animation, the sprite animation, wasn't really that impressive, though, which was kind of weird. So as Igrene was, Shinon is now as an infantry red archer. That is very interesting indeed. He's got something of a more traditional ninja garb. I really like the choice of the forest green, actually. I think that complements his red hair really well. The little details and the accessories are a really nice touch. I like that there's that golden shuriken that's just kind of hanging off of his belt there. His scarf actually appears to be the same color as Igrene's. It has that rich golden color, but it's huge and thick and has almost this swaddling effect Really bulky and bundled around the neck, and it just kind of extends behind him, almost in a pseudo cape. I really like that the bow, the Yumi that he has, it looks like it has a great deal of heft to it. Like he's got it resting on his shoulders, and I think that's just a nice touch. I'm digging his no-nonsense expression. He looks serious. He's ready for business. But yeah, honestly, I think Shinon looks pretty fantastic here. Wada Sachiko doing the art, and Wada Sachiko always does a fantastic job. Ninja Yumi Plus is going to be his weapon. It's inheritable. I can guess what this does. It's 7 might, effective against flying foes, inflicts defense res -4. If unit initiates combat, unit attacks twice. So it has a brave effect, as we could guess. And also, if unit speed is greater than foe speed, deals damage equal to 50% of difference between stats. Maximum bonus of +4 damage, so it does 4 true damage per hit. Yeah, no, that's definitely solid. Wow, okay. Deadeye for the special, that's going to be Archer exclusive, doubles damage dealt, disables non-special skills that reduce damage by X%, so it penetrates damage reduction skills, attack speed solo 4, lull speed defense 3, and those are all very, very good. This guy is stacked with good skills. Everything he has is inheritable, and everything he has is amazing. Like, all 4 of these skills are absolutely fantastic. If you weren't going to build him, and I'm sure he's going to be decked out as far as his stats are concerned, so despite Shinon not having his own unique weapon, what he brings to the table is pretty phenomenal, like I have to say. That's a lot of good stuff. Let's take a look at his attacking art here. Or special art, I should say. Love the pose, great form, love his long ponytail just kind of flowing behind him as he's taking aim. That brilliant orange flash is just really, really striking, and you can see how it just reflects off of him while he's ready to strike. You get the sense of dynamic movement with the scarf and the front flap and the pants. It's pretty remarkable, I gotta say. I think the art is pretty fantastic so far. And then we've got Daylight Ninja Act. So here is going to be male Corrin, and he is in fact going to be an infantry lancer. He's wielding a naginata, he has a shuriken at the ready. Just really clean and crisp lines and colors in general. Corrin seems to have a little bit more of a gentle disposition here. He has that blue sash that's just kind of flowing around him. He also has an ornamental shuriken hanging off of his belt there. The blues and the whites and the grays have this almost royal, ethereal, kind of skybound appeal to them. But they are accented by these red ropes that do reflect the color of his eyes and really bring them out. So naturally, Corrin is going to be the 4-star focus unit of the banner, and he is going to have his Ninja Naginata Plus that is going to be inheritable. 9 might, inflicts defense res -4, and has a brave effect. Also, if unit speed is greater than foe speed, deals damage equal to 50% of difference between stats, maximum bonus of +4 damage. That's a decent lance for an offensive lancer that doesn't have a native lance that's adequate. This is actually pretty good as an inheritable skill fodder. Draconic Aura for the special. Swift Sparrow 2 for the A slot, which, as it is right now, is pretty outdated, but at the same time can be a stepping stone for Swift Sparrow 3. And then Special Spiral 3 for the B slot is an amazing get at 4-star. That's actually pretty, that's phenomenal. To have access to that at such a low rarity. So for a 4-star focus unit, Corrin is no joke here. All of his skills are good, or they're great stepping stones to other things. And that Special Spiral and that Naginata are both going to be things that are coveted. So, good showing, I gotta say. Let's see what his attacking art is going to be. I do really like that fierce expression that he has. That sash billowing behind him is a really, really nice effect. He has one leg raised, which makes him look agile and deft, as you would expect a ninja to look. Yeah, honestly, pretty great. And here's his special. I absolutely adore the cloud pattern that's here. It reminds me of like traditional Japanese paintings. I think it looks so cool. It looks almost etched. It's really, really nice. So we've got Nightfall Ninja Act, the duo of female Corrin and Elise as a cavalry green mage. Fantastic, fantastic art by Sencha. I love the glossy effect that he puts into the hair. Just makes everything strikingly beautiful. He also has a tendency to add some shine to the skin to give it this healthy glow. The black with the gold lining is just a really, really nice look for both of them. Corrin has a little shuriken in her headband. Elise with her trademark ginormous twin tails. held up by some dual ribbons of black and red that, of course, match the rest of her outfit. She has the red scarf, as well as the red midriff. And, of course, she's wielding the pink scroll, which matches her eyes, as well as, like, her shin guards. Corrin has the blue sash, which is sort of similar to her male variant on this banner. She also has the teal scroll there. Beautiful, delicate details in the armor and the cloth just make this a joy to look at. Corrin herself makes for a gorgeous ninja, and it's really fun to see Elise dressed up in her ninja garb as well. Alright, ninjutsu scrolls. 9 might, grants speed +4, defense res -4, and if unit initiates combat, it has a brave effect. Also, if unit speed is greater than foe's speed, so it's got 70% difference, so a +7 damage. So potentially +14 true damage being added on to the brave effect. That's pretty good. The fact that she is going to have a brave tome is solid, and then having true damage built into that, and essentially what is really a kit that's centered around quadding. That's pretty scrumptious. Rally up defense plus for the assist, attack speed push 4 for the A slot, just tacking on those offensive stats. Speed res far trace 3, so that's going to enable Kanto, and then speed res -3 on foe during combat. That's going to increase their quadding ability and decrease the enemy's defenses so that they're going to take more damage. Joint drive attack for the C slot grants attack +4 to allies within 2 spaces during combat, and if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack +4 to unit during combat. So just tacking on and stacking on the speed, the attack, decreasing the enemy's resistance, and essentially just maximizing the amount of damage that they can do. You can argue they're a little bit of a one-trick pony, but that's a heck of a trick, I gotta say. So I'm curious to see what their duo skill is going to be, because that's really going to make or break the unit as a whole. Oh my god, this art is beautiful too. Look at how dynamic this is. You know, with duo units, oftentimes you run into the issue where one overshadows the other, or one covers up the other in a lot of ways. They pretty much obviated this with the pose that each of them's in. You get a brilliant view of both of them here, and their art. The extended scrolls and the tapestry effect of that is just phenomenal. I think that looks absolutely amazing. You really get a sense of the contrast of the colors between the two of them here. With Corrin, you get a better view of that polished armor and exposed thigh, and then Elise up there with that genuinely cheerful expression, her giant thick twin tails just swinging behind her. She just looks so full of energy. It's really, really great. And that's a really cool weapon effect too, like the animation. Alright, so the duo skill grants unit another action. Wow, they have a self-refresh. Okay. Maybe only used if unit has already entered combat during the current turn. Duo skills can be used once per map by tapping the duo button. Okay, so it's once per map self-refresh, similar to Duo Lin from last year. So they are also going to have a self-refresh effect. Yeah, that's pretty... as a cavalry unit, they have so much mobility built in naturally. They have the Kanto as well, but then they have a self-refresh. That's a lot of stuff going for them, I gotta say. And, you know, they can use that as a retreating measure. They can use it as an offensive measure to just clear the enemy forces. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, Paralog Story, Ninja Training. I gotta say, the art on this banner is out of this world. I haven't seen Shamir's, I think that is. I'm hoping her art is up to snuff as well, because every single unit on this banner has a beautiful, beautiful art. So evaluating the banner as a whole from a gameplay perspective, the duo skill does stand supreme. I do think that they are the best of banner, generally speaking. Just the refresh, the mage, brave effect, and then just being completely decked out with some premium skills to just highlight and enhance that ability is no joke. But I do think that Shinon and Igrene are pretty close behind. Honestly, I think Shinon and Igrene are pretty close to each other. I think you could even argue that Shinon is better than Igrene, despite not having a unique weapon. I think they each excel in different areas. I think Igrene has that unique mobility, which I think is going to give her some longevity as well. Shinon does have just every single one of his skills is amazing fodder. And then bringing up the rear is Corrin, but I mentioned that Corrin has one of the best 4-star hero kits I've seen in recent months or recent banners. So But despite that, I do think he's bringing up the rear. But of course, he is the 4-star focus, which means he's going to be easier to get, easier merges, easier acquisitions for fodder. So of course, that's kind of a double-edged sword. Yeah, I mean, I think this banner's honestly pretty awesome. I think the selection is pretty awesome. The skills are amazing. The art is fantastic. And I'm definitely going to be going in on this, at least for Igrene, if not for Igrene and the duo units. But we will have to see how I'm feeling when the banner rolls around. But I think I'm probably going to be sinking some orbs into this one. But let me know in the comments below if you're excited for this banner, and if you are, who you're going to be going for, who you're going to be targeting. Wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you all so much for watching and for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. Certainly hoping you're all staying safe, healthy, secure, and united out there, and wishing the very, very best for you, your family, and your friends. And until next time, let's protect those skies.